I said it really ain't no crash, yeah. It's what Davia. Shawty wanna leave me, new bitch deadlier. Pockets heavier. Tryna reach that top when I own my spot and I'm finna break barriers, break barriers, break barriers. Ain't too many play fair with us. I don't wanna hear what they telling us. Fuck niggas hating they jelly us, they jelly us, they jelly us. Need new friends, no enemies. Nobody stealing my energy. I ain't really giving out sympathy, no sympathy. I said I've been there, right in front of them, right in front of them, right in. I said I need that, I need all of them, I need all of them, I said I've been there, right in front of them, right in front of them, right in. I said I need that, I need all of them, I need all of them, I need all of them. I said I've been it, trying to perfect my image, and I make this look easy. Really don't got no limits, really don't got no boundaries. High school days they clowning me, 10 years plus they crowning me. I like how that sounded me. I've been the one that's gonna run it up. Always been different since coming up. You wanna win, you should come with us. Ain't no mistake, I'ma double up, double up, double up, double up, double up. Been through the rain, hiding the pain, ducking the shame, walk through the flame. I never blame, part of the game. I said I've been there, right in front of them, right in front of them, right in. I said I need that, I need all of them, I need all of them, I said I've been there, right in front of them, right in front of them, right in. I said I need that, I need all of them, I need all of them, I need all of them. Been in this shit for a little manito. I learned the game in the cheat code. You tell them your trauma, they give you $1 and fill up your pockets and speak low. Why they doubt me crazy? I don't know. When every song is amazing, I don't know, but still like tuck low. But I still show up though, tryna fill my cup though. What's up, ho? Matter of fact, what's up, folk? Gotta watch my back cause these niggas be cutthroat. No, I don't go tiptoe, it's 10 toes down to the city, I'm big, bro. Conscious with this shit and still be lit, I said I've been there, right in front of them, right in front of them, right in. I said I need that, I need all of them, I need all of them, I said I've been there, right in front of them, right in front of them, right in. I said I need that, I need all of them, I need all of them, I need all of them.
Out the gym, got 100 on your head. I was born to trapper, I was always by my bread. Robbers out the Benz, I ain't even got the tags. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. I'm in a Rolls Royce, all black, this shit a phantom. I was off the pill, I done missed my flight to Paris. These blood diamonds got 100K on my air. And my bitches, they want it, they get it, cause money the answer. I be smoking that gas all day, my mind be blank. Got a new AP for watch, my shit go blank. It's all money and marathon all day. I got them checks coming in, every month I get paid. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Hellcat, track hard, goes paper spade. Rockin' chrome hard when I'm stepping out, going stage to stage. I stay down, y'all still broke, I can feel the hate. Two-step like James Harden, make it fade away. Been living good, eating caviar, watching tennis. I'm a big dog, I don't back and forth for no peasant. She shaking ass, she drinking down in my section. I'ma spend all my money, I'm a big stepper. Shooting out the gym, got 100 on your head. I was born to trapper, I was always by my bread. Robbers out the Benz, I ain't even got the tags. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Too much motion on me, all I wanna do is spin. Gotta spin.
All right, y'all know how this goes. I have no money, so don't come at me. This is my opinion and what I have gotten from news sources, okay? So if you want to sue somebody, you want some money, go after them, not me, all right? How about that? All right, anyways, let's begin. Is this still the button? It is not. I changed all my buttons. Give me a second here. What the hell happened? Okay. Yeah, I'm done. Anyways, check this out. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10, 10. All right, hello, how y'all doing? It's me, Kisu. I'm not sure if this thing is working. Please, give me help with me, okay? I'm doing different stuff here. Oh, that is cute. I'm learning this new thing. I'm on Restream now, so that's why that is. But let me go ahead and say hello. And we're going to go ahead and move into the first story because I've been seeing this online a few times and I'm a little curious about what's going on. All right. So let me give y'all this. Hold on. Uh-oh. Give me a second. So, a comedian may have just revealed the real reason behind the Key and Peel split. I didn't know because honestly, I was all for the Chappelle show. I felt like this was nothing but a replacement, and I really didn't pay attention to it because some of their jokes were annoying, but sometimes I would see their clips and sometimes they would be kind of cool. But that was after they came off of Comedy Central. I'm actually shocked. I was actually shocked though that I didn't see him nowhere in any of Key Peele's movies. Yeah, it's Peele. I sometimes I get them confused. They don't look alike, but it's usually they're always around each other. But anyways, so y'all, I love a good comedy duo breakup mystery, but this right here, this is giving backstage drama, ego, and a little who married matters energy. And that's what I did here. So, a comedian, Akilah Hughes, just dropped what she claims is the real reason behind why Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele stopped working together. Baby, she didn't just tell the story, she put a whole Cloak and Dagger remix on it. She called them Lock and Banana, like this was a spy movie. That is a strange ass name for real. But the message came through loud and clear. According to Hughes, the wedge in the partnership was Key's wife, Elle Key. I seen a picture of her. She's not all that great to look at. I don't understand. Y'all get mediocre. Now, Hughes says she was working on her own sketch show and got Key on board. Once he signed on, offers started coming in. Things were looking good. But after Key hosted Saturday Night Live, everything allegedly shifted. Instead of promoting the project during the closing credits, he shouted out his wife, who had also become an executive producer. After that, the momentum died. So she apparently killed a dream. Great. This woman is winning. Um, so Hughes claims in the industry, folks warned her. Give me a second here. Let's see. All right, industry folks warned her about Elle's reputation, and things escalated when Jordan Peele's wife allegedly called her with even more concerns, basically saying, "Don't trust that situation." And listen, Hughes didn't hold back. She even compared the situation to some very dark Hollywood history, which is why this story is blowing up online. And believe me, it is blowing up online because all I've been seeing is people saying this, people saying that. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. But anyways, let's see here now. Now on the flip side, people close to Key are calling the whole thing outlandish and fabricated. But social media on the they picking sides quick. Folks on TikTok and Twitter say they believe Hughes and even are sharing their own experiences. How many people have met this woman? She is not. I don't know what's so appealing about her. She must have a beautiful mind, I guess. Here's the part I'm going to say real careful because I don't play with people's marriages, but let this be a lesson. Business and personal life, you mix that wrong, you could lose both. And Key and Peele wasn't just comedy, they were culture. I didn't really partake in it until they started showing clips, because I just, some of the stuff they just came up with just set me to the side, and I was always already biased because of Chappelle, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, this was, I guess, on a different level for black culture. Now we're going, now we got Get Out winning Oscars, Key doing his solo thing, but that duo, that hit different. I don't know what Key is doing, because honestly, I never really, I've seen him in some stuff, but I've never really been a fan of his. So I don't know. Now, when Black creative partnership breaks, it hits deeper because we don't get millions of those at that level. So yeah, people want answers. I don't know what the hell the woman said, but a lot of people online and on YouTube, on these YouTube streets, are literally talking about this left and right. But I'm just waiting to find out really what's happening. I really was trying to avoid it, but it just started coming up too many times. And like I said, I'm trying to do at least one of these eye-catching stories to catch y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's move on to let's take that down. And what I want to say is I'm about to go do my commercial. If you like what I'm doing, or you have some recommendations, hit me up in the comments. I might actually take them to heart. Please like, subscribe, share, so I can get this to a community, and maybe we can branch off and do some other things. And apparently, I also finally figured out how to follow people back on this damn thing. It took me almost a year, but damn it, I found out. So, anyways, check out my commercial, and I'll be right back. I hope this shit works correct tonight. It's just me and the This next story, no jokes, just respect, because this is one of those America did what moments in that news to be told. Okay, so Maryland Governor Wes Moore unveils marker honoring Black boys buried at Maryland Reform School. So you know how this is with this fucking country. I don't know what to tell you. I'm disgusted for the most part. So, Maryland Governor Wes Moore just unveiled a historic marker honoring Black boys who were sent to something called the House of Reformation. Sounds something close to Wormhead's thoughts. Now, don't let that name fool you. It wasn't reform, it was trauma. This facility, located in George's County, was a segregated juvenile detention center during the Jim Crow era. Black children, mostly boys, were sent there for minor things, not violent crimes. We're talking petty offenses, social violations, things like that, quote unquote. Stuff that wouldn't even raise eyebrows today. Once inside, though, reports say abuse, forced labor, neglect, and conditions that no child should ever experience. Researchers now believe over 200 Black boys died there, and many of them were buried in unmarked graves. Let's just let that sit for a moment. Let you think about it. Over 200 lives, 200 children. Oh, God, erased. Now the state is finally acknowledging it, trying to identify those buried and give them the dignity they were denied. So, see, this is why folks say just move on. And I'm like, move on from what exactly? Because history like this didn't just disappear. It shaped systems we are still dealing with today. And a huge shout out to Wes Moore for actually stepping up. First Black governor of Maryland, and he's not ducking the ugly parts of history. That matters, because we got a whole orange orangutan up in there trying to hide shit. And that's the whole reason I'm pushing so hard to come up here and moving on. So, anyways, this isn't about a marker, it's about truth, accountability, and making sure Black history doesn't get cleaned up and rewritten to make people feel comfortable. History has never been comfortable, because those boys, they deserve better than, and they deserve to be remembered now. All right, They deserved all of that shit. Y'all motherfuckers see when they trying to do that shit again. I don't like the word reform anymore because motherfuckers, ugh. Anyways, damn, I forgot to bring it up here and put it up here. I have a new thing now since I'm doing updates and stuff. But this is an update, this next story. So, I Love You Forever, fiance of late influencer Ashley Janae, breaks silence. That motherfucker. I wonder if he wears glasses because he looks like I've heard, now I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that the lighter your eyes, the more problems you have as you grow older with vision. But, anyways, something ain't sitting right. And when stories feel off like this, I pay attention. Influencer Ashley Janae, real name Ashley Robinson, died on April 9th while vacationing in Zanzibar. The fuck? Anyways, now here's where it gets heavy. She had just gotten engaged to her fiance, Joe McCann, I don't know, days before her death. Authorities in Tanzania initially ruled it as a self-deletion, but reports say that the couple had a misunderstanding before everything happened. Please tell me y'all can hear me. Hold on. I just thought about that shit. That means I would have to go backwards several stories. Yes, it's right. Thank God. Just had to make sure. Anyways, let's see here now. But reports say the couple had misunderstandings before everything happened, and they were actually placed in separate hotel rooms. McCann, questioned by police, and his travel documents were temporarily held. Fast forward 4 weeks, he finally speaks out publicly, saying, give me a second here, he's devastated, heartbroken, and committed to carrying on her legacy. Meanwhile, her family held a funeral in New Jersey and he was not invited. They haven't spoken to him since her passing. A GoFundMe raised over $64,000, showing just how many people are impacted over this. I've told you before, if you gonna go travel, black women, I'm sorry, but I really feel like you should bring a very trusted person with you. Let them get a room next door, something like that, and you can parlay on other situations. But this right here, I really feel like you should probably yeah, you should probably not travel alone outside of the country with people that you have just married. I don't care what color they are. Because dude is obviously bigger than her. I don't know if he's stronger than her, but now I'm not jumping to conclusions. But when timelines don't line up and families cut people off like that, questions are going to be asked. And they should be. Because black women deserve full investigations, not quick labels and closed cases, okay? Too many cases involving black women don't get the depth or attention they deserve. And people are watching this one closely. All right. So, you know me, I will update you because, like I said, I keep my foot on necks. Okay. That's all I can do right now, anyways. But we're going to move on because this one is coming from the state where my mama is, the boot. Okay. So, this has been said, and I've experienced some of these damn floods. So, if you're from Louisiana, I really implore you to pay attention to this because it's nothing good. Okay, let me see here now. Here we go. So reports gives Erie point of no return evacuation warning to New Orleans. Okay, so this is climate change meeting history meeting injustice all in one place. All right. So a new study published in Nature Sustainability is saying New Orleans may have hit a point of no return when it comes to rising sea levels. People been telling y'all this shit is gonna happen, and everybody's saying there's no such thing as climate change. What is this shit here? Hey, Joker, how you doing? I'm glad to see you. It's one of those long nights, but I'm gonna see if we can get out of here really early, cause man, I crashed the fuck out to this week. I mean, I crashed all the way out. I'm glad I got a support circle though. So. And finally, my psychiatrist has come back. So, yay. Anyways, let's talk about New Orleans and that sea level. So the translation is the city is slowly becoming unlivable. New Orleans has been below sea level for decades, and a combination of coastal erosion, climate change, and failed infrastructure has made it one of the most vulnerable places in the world. I'm going to tell you right now, I lived in Lake Charles, and that place flooded a lot. So if New Orleans, and we were already also, we're like one parish away from being under the sea limit, the sea level. So yeah, I think Louisianans maybe need to start doing an exodus anyways. The state is red and they shisty as hell. So I'm just saying. Anyways, New Orleans has been for decades under the sea level, and a combination of all that stuff has made it vulnerable. Let's not forget, historically, communities were placed in the lowest, most black communities were placed in the lowest, most flood prone areas on purpose. Luckily, Lake Charles didn't have that problem. Most of those people were like, that was over in the other side, but now they done caught on. Now they are actually doing infrastructure. Now the water is coming back to the black side. So ugh. But anyways, that's a documented policy, okay? So this is not even the Hurricane Katrina. Even after that got exposed, all of these it exposed all these issues. The issues have never gotten fully fixed, okay? They just did a quick spatch and they're done. Now, experts are saying even if the climate change stopped today, the long term fate of New Orleans is already sealed. And right now, the city's emergency fund is about 35 million. Experts say they need closer to 165 million. So let's get this straight. You built black communities in the most vulnerable areas, didn't fix the infrastructure, and now you're like, well, water's coming. Yeah, nah, I don't like this shit. So, this is a policy failure right here, and it's a warning for other coastal cities as well. Because, like I said, the parish my city was over is over Cameron Parish, and I'm pretty sure they are under, and I'm pretty sure they are slowly losing land. I hope nobody has actually built because they do have old buildings that are probably destined to get knocked over at on the Gulf. They actually built fucking houses and they're on these fucking like stairs. They're on these legs. Man, I don't trust them houses. I don't know why you would build that shit, but that's what they're doing. Okay, so anyways, this next story I feel like is something that most people will appreciate. So I hope y'all like it. This dress is very distracting, but we gonna get through it. Anyways, check this out. I think it'd be very useful for everybody. What's going on over there? So, money matters, navigating rising gas prices. Now, this usually would be in my business area, but this is some serious ass shit. Last time I drove by the gas station, it was 4.29 a gallon. So, I don't know what to tell you. Now, we're about to talk about something hitting everybody's pockets right now: gas prices. In places like Detroit, gas is sitting around 4.54 a gallon, the highest it's been since 2022. And it's not just annoying, it's affecting everything. Businesses that rely on transportation, they're getting hit first, okay? Delivery costs more, service costs more, and that trickles down to you. I promise you, I have really cut down on eating out. I am a lazy motherfucker, but damn it, I have to, if I have to. I don't mind eating all this damn lettuce, all this goddamn rabbit food, as my sister says. Um, so I'm good. I can make salads. I'm all right with that. I got a bunch of bags of baby spinach up in there because I kind of like that better than lettuce, and I'm good. Cause y'all ain't getting my extra money, you bastards talking about the stock markets. Fuck the stock markets. Shit. Anyways, most goods in the US are transported by truck, so when fuel goes up, everything from groceries to supplies gets more expensive. Consumers feel it too. People start cutting back, skipping extras, watching every dollar. Now, businesses are trying to adapt. Shit, I knew I was supposed to call somebody today. I forgot to call the career department at my school. I'll do that tomorrow. Now businesses are trying to adapt. They're cutting waste, which means they're probably cutting people's jobs and any kind of little benefits they can, and optimizing routes, communicating price increases to the customer, and renegotiating vendor contracts. Basically, everyone's trying to survive in the same storm, just different boats. Some of y'all got some damn yachts. I'm just saying. And don't let nobody gaslight you. This ain't just seasonal change. Global issues, oil prices are of all of that plays a role. All of this shit wouldn't have happened if that fucking naked, ugly ass, old ass orangutan wasn't in the office and brought all that damn ugly ass zoo creatures up in there with him. Ugh. Anyways, higher gas prices don't stay at the pump. They spread across the entire fucking economy. Shit, I heard that India folks are sitting up there like getting jacked for gas. I mean, they are siphoning out your damn tank. Now, I don't know how much of that is true, but if that's really real, that's fucked up, man. So anyways, this next one is weird as hell. You tell me, because I don't understand any of it. Whew. So, black student faces expulsion after recording classmates struggling to read. I think that's a serious issue. I'm not sure what I guess it's because it's shaming, but shit, if your ass is in school and you can't read, that means you need help. Now, this right here, they'll do that to they'll do that here too. I'm telling you. Now, this right here got people arguing. Yes. Now this right here got people arguing because that what started as a simple TikTok turned into a whole school controversy real quick. A black high school senior at Preparatory Charter High School in South Philly, I already can't stand that damn name, posted a video asking classmates to read a sentence out loud. She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary but somewhat gauche. There it is, gauche. I don't really use that word that much, but anyways, and listen, some of the students, now this is high school, y'all. You should already know some of these damn words. You shouldn't struggle with them unless you're dealing with words like gauche. Technically, I believe that's French the way it's spelt out. It looks like it probably started off there. Anyways, a couple couldn't pronounce silhouette. Don't know why. And one student straight up said, I don't even know how to read. How the hell did that kid get to high school? Someone please tell me. Yeah, see, this is why we got what we got in the office now, okay? This is what we got. We got mediocrity and it's getting dumber. I need to leave. Fuck. Anyways, now the next day he posted another video with a different sentence, slightly better results, but still some confusions when it came to understanding what was being read. Oh my God. At that point in school, you should be almost debating. Like we literally took Shakespearean shit and turned it into fucking law offices. I was a lawyer. I almost fell. I got pissed off, but I still kept my case and I think I won. But anyways, this shit right here. All right, so the school is reportedly considering punishment that includes banning him from prom, stopping him from walking at graduation, and possibly expulsion. What the fuck? Why? He just showed your school ain't doing right. Fuck. That's your fault, not his. The school pushed back publicly, saying people are missing context and claiming the video paints students in an unfair light. No, that is fucked up. If the kid said he can't fucking read, and I don't give a shit even if he's playing. Seriously. They're also saying their priority is protecting student dignity and academic growth. So if he had blurred the faces, would that have made it better? Can't read at all in high school. That's what I'm saying. By second grade, your ass should be reading pretty good. At third grade, they're checking the quality of your reading. At fourth grade, your ass is, building your vocabulary. These motherfuckers in high school, and it's a preparatory. I don't know about you, but the last time I heard in the US, charter schools are supposed to be a big shit. The fuck? Oh, hell no. We need to move. I'm gonna have to drug my mama and put her in like an environment because we need to get to another fucking country. This shit just in the blue state ain't gonna work no more. I'm gonna have to literally homeschool my fucking kids. This ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to send my kids to school with homework. The fuck? I can see it now. Kids that want to do better are gonna be fucking sneaking extra credit shit home. Fuck. Anyways, where's my fuck? My sound effect, cause this shit right here. Oh man. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. All right. So they're saying that this is trying to protect the students' dignity and academic growth. Apparently, there's no fucking growth because the kid said he couldn't read. Someone said they didn't know how to spell silhouette. Say silhouette. I was teaching them words to sixth graders in fucking Japan. The fuck. Anyways. Meanwhile, advocacy groups like No Gun Zone Incorporated are looking at this sideways, saying the video wasn't violent, it wasn't bullying, and doesn't justify the level of punishment, especially since the student reportedly has a high GPA. So this motherfucker is doing what he's supposed to. But since he called out that his fellow classmates are basically going to go out into this world and be if we don't catch this shit like right now, he's got to suffer. The fuck? Even a pastor jumped in, saying the video exposed something bigger, a literacy issue that's happening in more classrooms than people want to admit. Here's where the conversation gets uncomfortable, because now folks are asking, did he embarrass the school or did he expose a real problem? I would say he exposed the real fucking problem that should alarm the fuck out of parents and students. Shit. I'm sitting up here trying to find a fucking job. Y'all ain't even being able to read the damn application. How's that gonna work? And instead of addressing the real issue, attention is shifted to disciplining the student that called it out. If anything, he's a whistleblower. Meaning, reading struggles at that level shouldn't be normal, and punishing someone for bringing attention to it, that's a bigger conversation about priorities in education. Apparently, motherfuckers feel like just pushing. Okay, so let me explain something. In Japan and China and Korea, a lot of them are looked at as numbers. The job of the education level is the parents. They push the fucking parents and the teachers. If the student is not passing, guess what? You don't get to just pass that motherfucker or fail him. You have to answer for why that kid didn't learn. So maybe we need to start doing some of that shit. Turning them into cogs, because what happened to No Child Left Behind? Apparently, we ain't leaving them behind, but we sure ain't helping them strive either, because this is disgusting. Now, this next story got me asking questions. How the fuck did this happen? And yes, we definitely need to fucking move out this fucking country, because this is just an example of we ain't safe no more. So check this one out, because I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about this shit right here. Oh my Lord, I don't. Let me bring it down. And we gonna talk about this. All right, so truck driver narrowly survives terrifying crash with a Boeing 767. All right, Boeing is back. It's been about 2 years, but Boeing is back. Maybe not even 2. It might be 1 year. But these bastards are back. So listen, if you ever needed a reminder that life can flip in a split second, this is it. All right, this right here. Did you hear about this shit, Joker? I heard about it, I think, on Stephen Colbert and the Kimmel Show. I only watch them online. I don't watch the whole damn show, just the monologues, because they be talking a lot of truth, especially with this stupid ass country. All right, so a truck driver named Warren Boardley Jr. was just doing his job on the New Jersey Turnpike when a whole airplane clipped his truck while landing. The fuck? Okay, so please tell me about the damn pilot. Is the pilot black or white? I want to know, because of what that belated fucking Kirk said about, whew. But anyways, this is not a small plane either. A Boeing 767 United flight 169 coming in from Italy. Okay, that means these motherfuckers had to have a lot of fuel and a lot of space for all the shit they have. I heard a little about it. Glad you're covering it. Hell yeah. All right, so dash cam footage. See, this is why we all need body cams and shit now in this world. Jesus. Anyways, dash cam footage shows the plane hitting the truck and a light pole, sending his vehicle straight into barrier, a concrete barrier. Okay. This right here, I'd have shitted my pants and everything in between. Sensational. That's all I can say. So Borley said in that moment he thought it was over. Full fear, no time to process. He survived but suffered head trauma and is now being evaluated for possible brain injuries. His family says the timing had to be exact because even being slightly ahead or being behind could have turned fatal. God had the Most High had his eyes on you. Talk about you needed to live. Talk about whoo, you really needed to live. Oh my God. That one right there. That's all I can say. So, is the pilot black, female, LGBTQ alphabet? You know, those are their favorites. That's what I asked. I didn't even think about the alphabet club. We need to know who that. You know what, Joker? Can you go look up who the pilot was? I'm sure somebody got some information because you know what they say all the damn time. It's one of us. So anyways, the Bordley survived, but he suffered head trauma and is now being evaluated for possible brain injuries. His family says the timing had to be exact because even slightly ahead or behind could have been fatal. He's back home in Baltimore now, but recovery isn't going to be quick. An attorney is already looking into what went wrong because planes and 18-wheelers are not supposed to cross paths like that, ever. Ever. Good Lord have mercy. You don't even expect something like that to be possible. You think your biggest risk on the road is traffic, not an airplane dropping into your lane, not even a passenger one. I'm gonna look right quick and see what I see. Please do, because the first thing I just want y'all to remember, he ain't here no more. But that dude said if he found out that his pilot was black, he really hoped that pilot was this don't sound trained at all. This sounds like this person was poorly equipped. And now people online are already speculating about maintenance, shortcuts, all kinds of things. Okay, so nobody's worried about the pilot. I feel like the pilot might be palm colored if that's the case. If we ain't talking about the pilot, because the first thing y'all motherfuckers talked about in DC was the pilot. The pilot wasn't even one of us. But now nobody wants to talk about the pilots no more. Let's talk about the pilots now. Oh no, before y'all wanted to talk about the pilots. It was all about the pilot. The pilot must be black. The pilot must be DEI. Now, oh no, now y'all want to talk about the maintenance issues. When something unusual happens, it raises serious questions about safety and oversight. Yeah, but I want to know who's the damn pilot. Y'all like playing games. Y'all like playing in people's faces and shit. It's all about who the hell was flying that shit from Italy to the US. Please tell me, because that truck should never have been clipped. It shouldn't even probably have hurt. He had to have heard that shit. That shit probably popped his fucking eardrums. Oh my Lord. I need to get all my sound effects up here because shit. Where is my, oh my God, because this is one of those moments right here. Oh my goodness. Y'all done lost y'all ever loving mind. Girl, hit me up and tell me I got to move on. Because shit, that shit right there ain't normal. Shit like that's not supposed to happen. Now, this next one, I already, like I said, I'm not a fan of abortion, but I'm also not a fan of people trying to tell you what you can and can't do with your body. So I would appreciate if y'all would check this next one out. I really would, because this shit is irritating as hell. That's all I can say. Check this one out. I did it too soon. Anyways, all right. So let's get into this because this one affects a lot of people. U.S. Supreme Court pauses lower court ruling on abortion pill mail ban. Oh, great. I'm so sick of these people. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. All about your body. Fuck. I don't understand why people have the audacity to feel like they have the right to tell you what you can and can't do to your body, and they ain't even related to you, let alone in your body. So the U.S. Supreme Court just stepped in and paused a lower court ruling that would have blocked mailing abortion pills like mifepristone, You know, I'm already trying to have a kid, so I don't know what the fuck this is. Anyways, Justice Samuel Alito issued the order, basically hitting a pause while the legal fight continues. Right now, access stays in place for now. Mifepristone, I'm not going to say it again, is part of a two-drug process used in medication abortions. And since Roe v. Wade was overturned, more than 60% of abortions are happening through medication instead of procedures. Access through telehealth has been a major option, especially for people in states with strict bans. On the other side, anti-abortion groups are pushing hard through courts, especially in states like Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, some of the dumbest states in the fucking country, to limit access even further. How the hell do y'all get the right to say what people can do with their bodies? Fuck you. That's all I can say. I hate that shit. Anyways, health experts and organizations are saying there's no scientific reason to restrict this medication. It's it's been FDA approved for over 25 years. This situation keeps shifting depending on who's ruling where. One decision opens access, another tries to shut it down, and it's like a legal tug of war over people's bodies, which you didn't make. The final outcome isn't decided yet, but every move affects access, timing, and options for millions of women across the country. I just don't get the fuck. You get to say what the fuck other people. Now, this next one has been floating around too, and I tried to avoid it as well, but shit, I might as well say it since a lot of people have been affected by it. I didn't know because I ain't never been on this airline. So you tell me what the fuck's going on because I don't know. So Spirit Airlines closure grounds travelers in Frontier Airline an option? I don't know because I've never been on either of them damn flights. I've been on a Delta, and the worst one I've ever been on because they robbed my ass was a Southwest. Okay, Southwest is the ghetto flight for me. I have never even tried to get on a Spirit. I don't think I've ever been anywhere where they offered it. Okay, so I don't know. So, Spirit Airlines shut down operation on May 2nd is canceling flights and leaving travelers scrambling. People overseas especially got hit hard. I didn't know it was international. I thought it was just a local flight. Shit. Imagine trying to get back home and your airline is just gone. Now folks are being told to rebook with other airlines, but seats are filling up fast. And here's the part that had me laughing a little. Some travelers are even being told to try Frontier Airlines. But people who've dealt with Frontier are like, now wait a minute. Between baggage fees, limited customer service, and booking headaches, some folks are actually saying they miss Spirit, and that says a lot. There's also guidance for U.S. citizens stuck aboard, contacting embassies and emergency lines if needed. I didn't know that they did that. I was on a Spirit as a connecting. Did you find out about that pilot? And how was your flight? I would like to know both things. Let's see here now. Air travel is already stressful enough. Now you got to worry about whether your airline is going to exist when you get to the airport. That's a different level of chaos all damn together. When an airline shuts down suddenly, it creates a ripple effect, higher prices, limited availability, because of course people are going to take advantage of your weakness, and a whole lot of frustrated travelers. All I can say is at one point that fucking orangutan was trying to bail it out. But if that bitch is gonna go out bankruptcy, I'd rather just go bankruptcy because I don't need no more of this motherfucking trying to spend our money. This bastard feels like he done got a chance to just open up the banks and swim in that shit. I kind of wish one of them would block a. Just saying, falling and stuff. I'm just saying. Now, once again, tonight's news is all over the place. So here goes a health one. I don't know what to tell you because everything is going on right now. At one point, I don't even know what to say anymore. Shit is just going crazy. But whew, check. Yeah, like I said, I'll be right back with something. Shit, I don't know what to tell you. Shit. Let me move this next story because I'm telling you, we ain't got a whole lot, but we got a bit. We got to cover up, you know. I can't pin down the pilot's info, but I'll keep looking. Thank you so much. And tell me about that Spirit flight. So I know, because I've heard some things, but I ain't never been on it, so I can't speak. Anyways, look at this one. Oh, sorry. I need to like just write down my hotkeys. Okay, so Mamdani, New York City, to spend 20 million on Bronx kids with asthma. Now, see, this is something I can say. Yeah, I don't mind you spending the money. You know, it's not even my money, but I think they would probably agree. Anyways, the Spirit flight was fine. I enjoyed the flight. Clean, nice crew, tasty little sandwich and drink. Oh, now I want a sandwich. Shit. I got salad, but now I want a sandwich. All right. Anyways, though, now this is what investment in community is supposed to look like because this issue has been ignored for way too long. New York City is putting 20 million toward fighting childhood asthma in the Bronx, one of the hardest hit areas in the country. Mayor Zoran Mamdani announced the plan using money from congesting pricing, basically tolls charged to drivers entering busy parts of Manhattan. See, this is how you do that. You get money from people who can actually pay for that shit, and then you reinvest it. You don't put it in your fucking pockets. Shit. So, anyways, the Bronx has asthma rates for kids that are double the national average. Areas like Mont Haven, often called Asthma Alley, god dang, deal with heavy pollution from highways, industry, and overcrowded housing. The funding is being split like this: 8.9 million for community asthma programs, 11.1 million for expanded medical support and case management. Kids will get help in schools, access to medication, and families will get education on managing the condition. Well, the shit, the way the damn rich folks are doing it, we all gonna be living in suits just to go outside sooner or later. So, you know, get used to not being able to breathe, is what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, they're even updating systems so kids can carry inhalers more easily instead of dealing with outdated paperwork. This is what happens when policy finally lines up with real life problems people been dealing with forever. Cleaner air, better support, actual resources. That's what changes outcome. Why this matters is because black children are diagnosed with asthma at higher rates, especially in low income urban areas. Addressing the environment and the healthcare side of it at the same time, that's how you close that fucking gap. Why does it take a brown person to have to do it? You motherfuckers had such a damn head start. It takes a brown dude who finally got a fucking chance to fix the shit. God dang it. And then y'all sitting up there talking about, you're taking our jobs. No, no, we're not. No, we're not. You're just mediocre. All right. Anyways, let me bring that down so I can see what the next story is because I'm telling you, we're all over the place. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's time to talk about people that are terrorizing black folks. It's actually kind of lengthy. You'll see in a second. Man, I'm sitting over here with a damn bottle of soju. That's how deep it is. Okay, so data heat islands and new burden add new burden to Black America. Of course it does. Of course, it's always us. So while everybody hyped up about AI, faster tech, all that innovation, nobody's really asking who's paying the price for all of this. Because um, fair exchange. You know what I'm saying? Scientists are now saying data centers, the same ones powering AI, cloud storage, all of our apps, are literally heating up the neighborhoods around them. They're calling it a data heat island effect. Researchers looked at 20 years of data from communities near over 6,000 data centers. When one of these massive AI facilities opens, temperatures nearby can jump by about 3.6 degrees, and in some cases over 16 degrees. Oh my God, that's a heat wave. And the heat doesn't just sit right next to it, it spreads out miles away. Now, here's where it hits different. Black communities are more likely to already live in areas dealing with higher heat levels. Add one of these massive energy hungry buildings nearby, and conditions get worse. Higher temps, worse air condition quality, more health risk. Oh Lord, why is it always us though? Why can't y'all just go pick someone over in the damn suburb? Shit. Places like Memphis are already seeing pushback because of how these facilities impact surrounding neighborhoods. Everybody benefits from tech, but everybody is not carrying the same weight from it. You've got billion-dollar companies building these massive centers, and regular folks are living nearby dealing with the consequences. Heat, pollution, health risks, all while tech keeps leveling up. This raises a bigger question. Who gets protected when new industries grow, and who gets overlooked? I'm telling you right now, I'm sick of this shit. Why is it always us? And this next one is another one of those stupid ass ones. You remember when I reported about the story about the damn white lady who was pregnant that wanted to join the group that was specifically for under resourced black mamas? Yeah, well, she back. Gotta go for a second, and this is a really good story. I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna talk about this next one because this shit right here is just throwing me the fuck off. How the fuck does this happen? The New York Times is facing a discrimination lawsuit claiming racial bias against a white man. How did that happen? I don't get that. Okay, we're gonna find out. Whew, this is apparently reverse discrimination in the conversation. It's back and it's getting loud. So the EEOC, that's the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, just filed a lawsuit against the New York Times. The claim: a white male employee was passed over for a deputy editor position because of diversity goals. Okay, so before we do this, we're going to have to probably get into discovery. And with that, we're going to find out whose work is better. Whoever the hell got it and whoever the hell didn't get it, okay? So if he's mediocre, he's going to lose. That's all I can say. According to the lawsuit, internal communication and diversity initiatives influenced the hiring decision. Now, the Times is pushing back hard. They're saying the person they hired was simply the most qualified, had the right experience, leading background, all of that. Why do motherfuckers feel like they can just force these motherfuckers in our face and down our throats just because they are privileged? But if you don't have the damn experience, just because you've been there for however long and haven't even pushed yourself to diversify in the company, and you think you're next because of seniority, bitch, come on now. I'd rather the motherfucker that knows exactly what I need than the asshole that been sitting up there banging his head and staring at a screen for the last 2, 3, 4 years. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, they also pointed out that the role wasn't even tied to diversity targets. Meanwhile, the EEOC, under the leadership tied to the Trump administration, is making it clear they're going after diversity efforts across multiple industries. Why is this legal? I don't get this shit. So just because you're qualified, but you have the wrong skin color or the wrong hoo-ha down there, you're not entitled to the job? The fuck? They've already looked into companies like Nike and even major law firms. So we just gonna be a mayonnaise company is a country is what you're telling me. We just it's gonna be mayonnaise. Mayonnaise ain't all that impressive. I mean, it helps a little, but it ain't something that I'm gonna write back home to mom. I'm gonna write home about Tony Chachere's or slap your mama or some, Goya seasoning. Man, mayo only does just so much. I'm just saying. But we about to be that. So now the conversation isn't about diversity. It's about whether they're trying to fix imbalance is being framed as discrimination. And depending on who you ask, you're getting two different stories and realities as well. This case could affect how companies approach hiring moving forward, especially when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. I mean, come on. Inclusion means everybody's fucking included. How the fuck is this bad? I don't get it. But, anyways, we're gonna go back to my mom's home state. I fucking hate the state because of the shit it did to a lot of my ancestors. But we gonna talk about it because this fucking Supreme Court decision. Damn it. Tell me you're a racist without telling me you're a racist. Slap in the face. Mississippi redistricting could hurt black voters. Are we surprised? Are we fucking surprised? I need somebody to tell me for real. Are we surprised? Because I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised you're surprised. That's where I'm surprised. That's where I'm like, huh? You didn't know? You missed that? Where the hell was you? Every election gets close. Every time election gets close, here come the maps. And somehow black voters always end up right in the middle of the mess. Mississippi is gearing up to redraw its congressional district after the Supreme Court decision shook things up. Governor Tate Reeves is calling lawmakers back to redo maps, and there's already concern about how this could impact black voters. Motherfuck. If we just fucking left, that's all I want to know. If we just all fucking left, what would you do then, huh? Because I just need to know. Because this is getting, as my mother and I had a whole conversation about this the other day. Don't go somewhere you are not wanted. And I see we're not wanted. And honestly, I just want to know what happens if all of us just decided to fucking just fuck off. Anyways, Governor Tate Reeves is doing that shit, and Mississippi has the highest black population in the country, around 38%. That's where my mama came from, and all the other motherfuckers in my family on my mama's side. Right now, there's one key Democratic district represented by Benny Thompson, covering a large portion of Jackson. Now, former president, who pushed, pushed for the district to be eliminated entirely. I'm telling you, AI keep calling him former. I wish it was true. At the same time, lawmakers are planning to meet in the old Capitol building, and that location comes with history. This is the same place where lawmakers pushed through policies tied to segregation and voter suppression back in the day. Some black lawmakers are calling it disrespectful, saying the symbolism alone is a problem. Others are brushing it off, saying space is limited and they just need somewhere to meet. Maps maps decide power. Period. I can't stand these people. I'm telling you, it has to be the end of days for this bullshit to keep happening. Why are y'all so stuck on us? We didn't do nothing to y'all. We don't want to be your fucking underlings no more. We just want to live our fucking lives. We ain't trying to get over y'all. We just want y'all to leave us the fuck alone. Ugh. Anyways, how districts get drawn can shift representation without a single vote being cast. And when communities start feeling like their vote is getting diluted, that's where tension builds. This redistricting shapes elections, and decisions happening now could impact representation for years. These bitches want us in them damn streets so bad. I swear to God, they want us in them streets so bad. I don't know what the hell is worse. Oh my goodness, my head hurts just from this bullshit. Here go another one. I just wanted to point out because another goddamn black woman has been harassed by yours truly, the fucking orangutan. A Virginia lawmaker, judge, and Fed governor, all black women targeted by the Trump administration. Man, it sucks so bad. You can't even be born a fucking color and live your fucking life quietly without these bitches poking and prodding at you. Let's talk about pattern, people. Let's talk about a pattern people are starting to notice, because once you see it, You can't unsee it. Several high profile black women in government are facing investigations, accusations, or public attacks tied to federal agencies and political leadership. Names like L. Louise Lucas, Lisa Cook, Melissa Dubois, or Dubos, or Dubos, I don't know. Anyways, in one case, an FBI investigation targeted a Virginia lawmaker after she played a role in redistricting decisions. In another, a Federal Reserve official faced accusations that never turned into charges, but still followed by public pressure to step down. A federal judge was even criticized publicly for a decision despite not being given full information by the authorities involved. Supporters of these women are saying the pattern looks coordinated, like the goal is to challenge credibility, create doubt, and push them out of leadership roles. On the other side, officials argue they're simply reinforcing the law and investigation concerns. My ass. Anyways, here's the part people are debating. Is this accountability or selective pressure? I'm going to select number 2 because the same situation can look very different depending on who it's happening to. Leadership, representation, and public trust all get affected when patterns like this start raising questions. This shit right here is pissing me the fuck off. Why can't y'all just leave us the fuck alone? You don't know what the fuck you doing. Why the fuck are you getting people out that do know just because they ain't the same color as you? Why? Please tell me why. Anyways, that's it for the terrorism. Now we gonna play some stupid ass games because that's all they really like to do. They like to fuck with us in the damn games. The games be pissing me off. So here we go. I don't want the second, I want this. I'm out in my hands where I'm already. I've been moving like I have been. Let me get this over here. I've been trying to get the damn mouse over here. So, Tennessee Republicans propose new map that could eliminate state's only Democratic congressional district. And they're fighting back. That's basically what we're saying. So here we go again. Another state, another map, same conversation about who gets represented and who gets split up. Tennessee Republicans just introduced a plan that would break apart the state's only Democratic congressional district. This district is based in Memphis, and it's a majority black. Right now, it's represented by Steve Cohen. Under the proposal, Memphis would be divided into 3 different districts, spreading those voters out instead of keeping them unified. Republican leaders are saying the move follows Supreme Court guidance and focuses on being colorblind in redistricting. Then that means that y'all should be redistricting some of them damn white ones too. I'm so sick of these people. I'm so sick of these people. Under the proposal, Memphis would be divided into 3 different districts, spreading those voters out instead of keeping them. Yeah, like I said, critics are saying something very, very different. They believe splitting Memphis is like this weakens the voting power of black communities and makes it harder for one representative to fully advocate for the city. And with Republicans holding strong control in the state state legislature, this plan could move quickly. When one gets split into multiple districts, influence gets spread thin. And when influence gets spread thin, voices don't carry the same weight. This isn't just about a line map. It's about representation, accountability, and who actually gets heard in the government. I think we should just leave. Real talk, I think we should just leave. And from what I understand, they are fighting back. They are coming to arms, well, not to arms like that, but they are coming to those like meetings and stuff, and they are shouting and they are angry. And did anybody else know that Killer Mike was apparently a fucking male chauvinist or a dumbass? I didn't know he was against Kamala. Can we talk about that? Because that's not right. That is not right at all. I can't stand these motherfuckers. Anyways, moving on. This is yours. Whoopi Goldberg calls out Marco Rubio on Iran war. Yeah, it's yours. It's yours and all of the pale people that fucking said this was right. I don't understand why we got to fucking deal with it. It's not our regime that's having the issue. Them people should be fighting their own damn fight. Fuck. Now, when Whoopi Goldberg starts calling things out on national TV, you already know something ain't adding up. On The View, Whoopi went straight at Secretary of State Marco Rubio over what she called confusing and inconsistent messaging about what's going on with Iran. One minute there's a ceasefire, next minute there's operations, then suddenly everything's paused again. The administration rolled out something called Project Freedom. I hate their projects. I really, really, really hate their projects, meant to guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz during rising tensions. U.S. ships were reportedly fired on by Iranian boats, then crossed safely. Officials described it as defensive, no action unless fired upon. Then, not long after that, the whole operation got paused while talks continued. Can y'all just do one thing at one time, please? Because it's not us that can't keep up. I don't think y'all can keep up. Shit. So now you've got mixed messages, shifting plans, and people trying to figure out what's really going on. Because I don't know, and I'm sick of it. Whoopi's main point: regular Americans are already struggling, especially with gas prices climbing again, now averaging around $4.55 a gallon. You can't keep switching the damn story every few days and expect people to not to notice, god dang it. Folks are trying to pay bills, fill up their tank, and survive week to week. And all they keep hearing is confusion at the top. I can't believe these motherfuckers got to the work. Y'all did this shit. I didn't do this shit. Y'all did this shit because I didn't vote for this bullshit. Man, global conflict doesn't stay overseas either. It hits right here at home, especially when it starts affecting everyday costs. Because damn it, I'm already strapping up and making sure that I don't spend any little bit of money. And here y'all come. Damn it. Moving on. I don't know. I guess since she didn't win, I guess she's going to do something new. I don't know. But Jasmine Crockett announces leadership pact ahead of Congress exit. So let's talk about power building, because some people don't wait for permission. They create their own lane. I can't talk for shit. Give me a second here. There. Jasmine Crockett is launching a new political action committee called FIRE, short for Fueling Individual Rights Everywhere. She made the announcement on Sherry, and the goal is pretty clear: support candidates across the country who align with her values and help people better understand what elected officials are actually supposed to be doing. This move comes after her recent Senate primary loss. Instead of stepping back, she's shifting strategy, focusing on influence nationwide rather than just one seat. She also talked about walking into the footsteps of women like Shirley Chisholm and Barbara Jordan, carrying the legacy forward. Apparently losing one race doesn't mean the work stops. Sometimes it just changes how you move. Building a pack, that's a long game thinking thing there. So that's influence beyond one election. Power isn't only about holding office. It's about shaping who gets there next. I hope this works, because seriously. So here comes an old school update. This one right here. This was from last year. Shit. Apparently we thinning out now. We going back to updates from last year. So explosive new development after Louisiana's biggest jailbreak in state history. Now this story here feels like something straight out of a movie, but it's real life and it's messy. Back in May 2025, 10 inmates escaped from Orleans Parish Justice Center in Louisiana, the biggest jailbreak the state has ever seen. The whole thing went viral. People online were even placing bets on who would get caught last. Eventually, all 10 were recaptured. I'm kind of sad about that shit. I was hoping one of them would disappear and live a good long life, but maybe that's just me. Fast forward to now. Susan Hudson has been indicted on 30 felonies. Shit, you far away from the president, from the freak in the office, connected to how that jail was managed. Charges include conspiracy, maintaining false records, and obstruction of justice. If that's true, you get what you deserve. That's all I can say. Prosecutors are saying basic procedures weren't followed, and that failure made the escape possible. Her bond is set at 300,000, passport taken, and she has to stay in the state. You see that? Oh, welcome back, Joker. Okay, see the Forvid, that's what you do because they already knew she was smart enough to think about one, leaving the fucking country, two, leaving the state and disappearing. Okay? The Forvid, you should have been out of this country before their asses had already, because I still don't understand how it took this long. Your ass should have been out of the country. But, anyways, the CFO of the sheriff's office is also facing charges. Now, here's the part that adds layers. Hudson made history as the first black woman sheriff in Louisiana and New Orleans. I feel like it's a scapegoat possibly somewhere around the corner. She says her work, raising deputy pay, improving technology, got overshadowed by this one incident. Still, she admits the escape has changed how people see her leadership. She's now stepped away from re-election, and a new sheriff has already been sworn in. Well, at least she's taking accountability. One moment can redefine everything. Years of work, and then one situation shifts whole narratives. Leadership comes with pressure. And when something this big happens, accountability moves fast and hard. Now, yeah, she probably should have lost her job for that many people getting away, but I don't think she needs all the rest of that bullshit. I'm just saying. Why does she need to go to jail? Unless she was like bribing people and doing illegal shit. That's all I'm saying. But, anyways, here we continue because the damn South apparently we done gone back to Jim Crow. They have really just put on their Jim Crow outfit, and this is what we doing now, apparently. Let's move on. So black legislators lead the resistance as Republicans rush to redraw maps after gutting of Voting Rights Act. Tell me you're a racist without telling me you're a racist. They just don't give a shit no more. I really thought at one point that racism was illegal, but obviously this country is not developed enough for that. But apparently they think we're the motherfuckers that are underdeveloped. My ass. Anyways, this is a straight up power move, and people are not staying quiet about it. Across southern states, the new congressional maps are being pushed, and black lawmakers are calling it exactly what they believe it is: an attack on voting power. What do you mean on what they believe? After recent Supreme Court decisions made it harder to challenge racial discrimination in redistricting, states are now reshaping districts in ways that critics say dilute black influence. In Tennessee, Justin J. Pearson is leading resistance efforts. I believe that's the man right there with the fro. Not a fully combed out one, but hey, it's better than a lot of them. He's organizing protests, marches, even a 9-mile walk to defend Memphis Congressional District. Please have your commands and your demands ready, because the problem with a lot of these fucking protests, nobody has any demands. You need to start boycotting. Get them where it hurts. Their fucking pockets. In Florida, lawmakers like Angie Nixon and Chevron Jones are pushing back hard, calling out maps that they say weaken representation for Black, Latino, and other communities. Some are even comparing the fight to civil rights era battles. What did I say before? Full circle, baby. We going full circle, and it's not good. Using similar tactics, protest, direct action, and public pressure. This isn't quiet politics. This is loud, visible, and very intentional on both sides. And once people feel like their voting is getting carved up, the energy will not stay calm. I hope not, because I'm sick of this bullshit. Redistricting shapes who gets elected and who gets heard. Right now, that fight is happening in real time. I told y'all. I fucking told y'all. But here's some weird news. I didn't know where the fuck to put it, so I put it here. Apparently, this professor sees something beyond the chaos and fucking depravity. Professor, how the collapse of the United States empire could mean a better future for U.S. citizens. I guess if you're a third world country, then where else can you go? You're already going to hit the bottom, so I guess this would be good. I'm nihilistic. You'll have to excuse me. And I do know how to spell that bitch. I know there's a H in that word, and I know it's the third letter, okay? So, yeah, I know how to read. Big whoop. All right. This is a little deeper, a little philosophical, but people are really talking about it, okay? So, a professor and political candidate Butch Ware, that's his name, is making waves with this take on what's happening in the US. He's calling this moment an extinction burst of the American empire. Well, I kind of agree with that extinction one because apparently we ain't smart enough to survive. Basically saying when systems like they're when systems feel like they're losing control, they push harder, get louder, create more conflict, trying to hold on to power. He connects what's happening now, economic struggles, political tension, global conflict, to patterns seen in past empires before they declined. Christopher Titus actually talked about this years ago, and I think George Carlin spoke about this shit. So yeah, this is no big thing. I just didn't want to be alive when it happened. Shit. But anyways, Ware believes the chaos people are feeling could eventually lead to something new being built, something focused more on sustainability, care, and equity. That probably means we're gonna have to bum rush these fucking rich people. That's probably what that means. Not everybody agrees with him, but his perspective is getting traction online. People are debating whether this is collapse or transformation. Some folks hear that and think end of everything. Other folks hear it and think reset. Either way, people are paying attention to how things are shifting. I say we all move. All of us folks, all of us skin folks, and all of us kinfolk. Skin folk, not all. We need to just leave. Cause apparently these motherfuckers feel like they can do better without us. And I feel like they gonna collapse. Just like them damn all white towns that are not striving and thriving. Not at all. But anyways, conversations like this shape how people see the future and whether they feel fear or possibility, they're moving forward. I don't know what to tell you because honestly, I'm just like I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna keep going because, like I said, a lot of people are starting to talk about shit. So Georgia faith leaders call for voters mobilization to fight Supreme Court ruling on voting rights. I love that idea, but go where? Man, I don't know. We need to go to other places like Canada. Like we need to if we could get people of standing, black folks of standing, pro black folks of standing to invest in us. And we just buy some fucking land somewhere out of their jurisdiction because this shit right here is just not working. And these bastards, they just believe what they want to believe. We fucking built this whole fucking country. Our ancestors built this fucking country. And then other people of other colors came and built onto this shit. Now these motherfuckers of mediocrity feel like they should take the lead and own every fucking thing. Well, fine then. Take over. Take it all. We'll leave. And I bet you we will upgrade some other country. I bet you. But anyways, let's look at this. Georgia faith leaders call for, I already said that. Anyways, so when church leaders step outside the building and start speaking up like this, something serious is going on. In Atlanta, faith leaders gathered outside Big Bethel and AME Church, at least it's not that long, raising concerns about voting rights, and they are not mincing words. They're calling recent moves a direct hit on democracy. At the center of it all, the Supreme Court weakening parts of the voting rights. Okay, you know what? What I need is somebody to make a law for these motherfuckers not to touch the fucking Constitution no fucking more, especially this fucking Supreme Court. And we also need to make a law and pass that shit that these bastards need to fucking retire. Everybody. Just make it all fucking clean across the board, no matter what the fucking job is. If your ass is 65, go sit your ass down. Okay? I don't care what it is, because these old bitches are trying to live until they are a century old, and I don't have time for that, okay? All right, but anyways, one of the big concerns is switching to hand-marked paper ballots during midterm shit. The last one I did was paper. I don't give a shit as long as my voice got heard. Critics are saying that the board doesn't even have the authority to push that through. Leaders also pointed out something else, a pattern. Years of decisions slowly chipping away at protections that came out of the civil rights movement. Pastors like J. Augustine and Reverend Timothy McDonald made it plain. If people don't show up and vote, access itself could get tighter down the line. And like I said before, and some motherfucker tried to troll me when I was saying something on another creator's channel, and he kept talking about I voted for Trump, and I reported your ass, and I reported your ass. He said that shit 4 times in a row, and I reported his ass 4 times in a row. Okay, so anyways, when leaders start ringing the alarm like this, though, they're not doing it for attention. Okay, so voting access decides who gets power, and right now, people on the ground are saying the rules are shifting again. I don't understand what these motherfuckers think they gonna get, because eventually you're gonna have to get out the fucking office. You're not gonna be able to hold on to power forever. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I don't know if y'all done seen these videos, but I've been staying real close because they've been coming out with some bangers. And that finally someone done did a story about it, so let's talk about them. This is the only way you're going to see Drumpf on my fucking screen. How Iran turned trap and hip-hop into viral war propaganda. Now, this one had me pausing for a second because it sounds funny at first until you realize what's actually going on. Look, I'm not pro-Iran either. But I'll tell you right now, we don't need to be at no fucking war, not for no other country. They should have did that shit on their own. If they wanted to like beef and scrap up with and squabble up with fucking Iran, Israel should have done it. We had no beef. We had no bone in this fucking dogfight, not one. Anyways, there's a wave of AI generated rap videos floating around. Shit, they got rock too, because I accidentally ran on one of them rock ones. I was like, I don't like that. Anyways, but they're floating around social media. Lego style animation, catchy beats, memes, real entertaining. But behind the scenes, reports are linking some of these contents to Iranian propaganda networks. The goal isn't just laugh, it's influence. Dude, you don't need to influence us. We don't like this motherfucker either. You don't have to every fucking thing you try to tell us, we already know. I don't know who wrote this thing, but we got this. At least if we're adults, we got this. I'm not pro Iran either. Fuck that. But I'm definitely not pro this fucking administration. Anyways, these rap videos tap into hip hop culture, mix in humor and politics, war tension, even jokes about Trump, and it spreads fast because it feels familiar. Experts are saying hip hop was chosen on purpose. It's global, it's powerful, it's stolen, it connects emotionally, it's stolen from us. The problem, the message gets packaged in something people trust and enjoy, so it doesn't feel like propaganda. We know what the fuck this is. We ain't going over there to fight for them either. This fucking war should be squashed. And I really think our fucking president, or whatever you want to call that thing, should fucking resign for the bullshit he's been doing. And so should his whole administration. Cabbage Patch Face too. Shit. Even the Speaker of the House. Who the fuck is next? A 90-year-old, I think? Oh Lord, y'all motherfuckers really put us in a fucking tight one. But this one right here. I put it up because it is funny, but at the same time, it's ignorant as hell because we know exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us on their side. But here's the thing. We can't stand his ass. And at this point, a lot of people are waking up and understanding you ain't going to trick us, okay? We got a scammer as the leader of our country. How about them phones? Anybody get their damn Drumpf phone? I know I didn't pay for that bitch. Anyways, this is where it gets tricky because now it's not just watch what you believe, it's watch what you vibe with. It sounds good, looks funny, hits your mood. It can slide right past your guard. It ain't past my guard. I know exactly what they trying to do. They ain't the good guy either. But shit, we picked a fight with a bully, and this is a bully that isn't gonna back down. It's two bullies got in the fucking fight. That's what it is. Media literacy isn't optional anymore. If something feels entertaining and political at the same time, it's worth taking a second look. The shit is entertaining to me because all the fucking shit that they keep telling us, we already knew, okay? At least the black community did. The smart ones. Shit. Y'all act like we woke up, we nicked the donk, as they say. You act like we woke up yesterday. Fuck that shit. We wasn't born yesterday, bitch. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night, bitch. Oh my gosh. I can't. I don't even know why someone just needed some money. Really, they just needed some fucking money to make that damn story, because it's not like we are stupid enough to say, oh, they feel what we feel, so we must go with them. Fuck you. Both these motherfuckers wrong. Shit. Anyways, we gonna move on into some history stuff. But before I do that, I'm gonna do my little commercial. If you like what I'm doing, please go ahead, hit the like button, share, subscribe. If you don't like what I'm doing and you have some recommendations, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what I can change up. I'm always looking to upgrade. But if you just here to fuck with me, I'm just gonna delete your fucking name and drag you for the filth. That's all that is. You ain't gonna get your 5 seconds. I'm gonna delete that shit real quick because that shit is connected to my phone. I hope that seeing how Orange treats us will have a positive influence on Iran. Iran has committed atrocities against their people too. Exactly. See, like I said, we are not stupid. We're not like, oh, we need to pacify them. No, Israel's wrong for fucking with Lebanon. Uh, Iran is wrong for doing what they're doing to their people. Been wrong, but that's not our fucking country. Okay, their people need to do their shit. This had nothing to do with us. And us, we need to get rid of these motherfuckers. Cause I refuse to be led by some fucking people that want to copy somebody named Bonesaw. Fuck you. Anyways, let me go ahead and do my commercial, and then we're gonna do history. Hopefully this shit works.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little say that's my girl, that's my mask. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks. Stay inside the house, turn.
Oh, you didn't write that? Well, it was perfect. That's all I'm going to say. Now, let's talk about this one. 10 years after his death, the Muhammad Ali Center honors the greatest with a global day of compassion. Now, see, this is when we had leaders that actually stood for something. These are the celebrities that I can get behind. But we ain't got that in this era no more. Hell no. You can hardly understand the motherfuckers, and they in the wrong fucking lane. I don't understand half the shit that Cardi B be saying. Really, I don't. I'm pretty sure she might be smart, but damn it, you ain't the one that needs that to carry that message. And a lot of our damn celebrities do not need to be carrying that fucking message, because your asses are making us look silly. All right, let's take a breath for a second, because this is about legacy right now, okay? The Muhammad Ali Center is launching a local day of compassion. Give me a second here. To honor Ali, marking 10 years since his passing. It's happening June 3rd, starting in Louisville, his hometown, and expanding worldwide. I can get on that. The idea is simple but powerful. Acts of service. That's something this fucking administration knows nothing about. Schools, nonprofits, community groups, faith organizations all coming together to give back in their own way. This ties directly into one of Ali's core beliefs. Serving to others is part of what you owe to the world. Exactly. I mean, seriously, in the goddamn Bible, it literally says, the leader, the king, is actually the servant of the people. I'm not trying to freaking preach, but if they're going to try to weaponize it, I can at least clarify it. Jeez. Anyway, cities across the U.S. and eventually internationally are being invited to participate. I can get on that. Ali wasn't just a boxer. He stood on principle, spoke up, and used his platform for more than fame, which ours does not do very well, not in this fucking era. So seeing this legacy continue like this, that's how you keep impact alive. In a time where everything feels divided, something centered on compassion and action, it hits different. That man was about some shit, and we're going to talk about some more ancestors that we didn't really know about. Let's check this dude out. 60 years after the Voting Rights Act, this 88-year-old man sees history repeating itself. And I bet he's more cognitive than the dumbass in the damn White House right now. I bet you. So, now, listen. Now, when someone who lived through Jim Crow starts warning about history repeating itself, I'm listening because I've been yelling it for the longest. I've been yelling it. Press Robinson, 88 years old, has been fighting for voting rights his whole life. As a young man, he had read the Constitution out loud just to register to vote. Later, he sued under the Voting Rights Act and became the first black member of his local school board in Louisiana. Ugh, that's a place I know he had to fight hard for that. Louisiana. Anyways, now he's back in the fight. That's so sad when our grandpas and our grandmas have to get back up. Shit. Now he's back in the fight. This time is a part of a Supreme Court case. Recent rulings have weakened parts of the Voting Rights Act, especially around challenging discriminatory maps. Robinson believes these decisions open the door for districts to be redrawn in ways that reduce black voting power. Let me stop for a second. That damn Katie, whatever the hell, Corner, whatever the white chick that got voted in recently from Trump. Don't she got a black adopted kid? Do you not realize they want that child to become a servant? You goofy ass heifer. Anyways, I just wanted to stop and say that. Anyways, let's see here now. Robbins believes that these decisions open the doors for districts to redraw in ways that reduce black voting power, and his concerns go beyond one state. He's saying the impact could stretch nationwide. Imagine fighting your whole life to gain access, then watching pieces of it start to fade. That's a different kind of frustration. That's disgusting. I feel so bad for that man. Voting rights didn't just appear, they were fought for. And it looks like we got to do that shit again, right when we were sitting it out. And when protections change, people who lived that history are the first to recognize the shift. Shit, maybe I was here before, because shit, I saw that damn shift a long time ago, god dang it. Back when fucking Obama won, I knew these motherfuckers were starting to get restless. Shit. Anyways, another old timer. Check this one out. Another old timer. I need more hotkeys for real. But anyways.
Well, what's going on over there?
Denzel played him, but Reuben Hurricane Carter lived through a hell no film could capture. So here goes another one of our history people we don't talk about much. That man got some big ass eyes, that's for sure. He looked like somebody probably related to me. Anyways, this story right here, strength, injustice, resilience, and all wrapped into one life. Reuben Carter, known as Hurricane, was a rising boxing star in the 1960s. If I bite the side of my tongue one more fucking time, I might just go mute. Anyways, fast, powerful, fearless in the ring. But everything changed in 1966 when he was arrested and convicted for a triple murder in New Jersey. The case had no solid evidence. Witnesses were questionable. Still, he was sentenced to 3 life terms. At least he wasn't put. Rest in peace to that poor man that died when he wasn't even the person that did it. His cousin said he was. I'm still thinking about that case. But anyways, this man spent 19 years in prison. That is a whole fucking stage in life and then some. He instead of breaking, he studied law, wrote books, and kept fighting for his freedom. His autobiography, The 16th Round, became a symbol of resistance. Support for his case grew worldwide, including from artists like Bob Dylan, whose song Hurricane brought attention to the injustice. In 1985, a federal judge overturned it pisses me off. It takes so fucking long. A federal judge overturned his conviction, citing racism and misconduct in the case. After his release, Carter dedicated his life to helping others who were wrongfully convicted. 19 years taken, and he still chose to fight for other people after getting his freedom. That kind of strength is not common. Stories like his remind people how the system can fail and why pushing for justice never stops. Oh, Lord Jesus, that poor man, that poor man. I believe that is it for the educational side. Let's see what's the next one. Oh, the next one is a good news story. I think this story will bring a lot of people happiness. I really do. I think you will smile when you find out about this shit. I think you'll be so goddamn happy. You'll be shocked and pleased. Just where's my please? Yeah, you'll be happy and surprised. I'm telling you, it's some good news. Hold on, let me find it. God dang it, it's some great news. I need y'all to know about this news here. More telltale signs that Trump is quickly running out of time. I told you that was going to make y'all smile. This is the best news I've heard all fucking week. All right, so the pressure around Trump right now is coming from everywhere, and it's starting to show. Since getting back in the office, which I can't believe y'all let that happen, because I know I was trying not to let it happen, Trump has been moving fast, pushing policies that make no fucking sense, making big decisions that make no fucking sense, that are just evil, trying to reshape things his way, and they're ugly as and gaudy. Let me just say, I don't like the color gold. I really don't. So, I'm pissed. But now resistance is building. Protests are still happening across the country, lawsuits over 200 and counting. Judges have already blocked multiple actions, including attempts to cut health research funding. Thank God. Even inside his own circle, cracks are forming because y'all evil. Felon Muskrat, who backed him heavy before, has now publicly split and talking about launching his own political party. I think that should be illegal. This bitch ain't even a legal fucking resident in the US. I don't think he is. He snuck in. Shit. How the fuck? I don't think you should have any of your hands in our politics. Unless you were born in this bitch, you should not be allowed to fuck with our fucking shit. I told you it would make you smile. I told you, didn't I? Anyways, on top of that, some Republicans are stepping away or speaking out. Even voters. Can we talk about Federline? Somebody push his ass over and not get him up. He reminds me of a fucking turtle. I feel like if we push him on his back, we won't have to worry about that ugly ass bastard anymore. Look like fucking Andre the Giant, but uglier. Anyways, on top of that, some Republicans are stepping away. Even voters who supported him are starting to question where things are going. Because y'all evil asses, you ignorant evil asses, thought you were gonna hurt just one group of motherfuckers. But guess what? We've been doing this shit since doing this shit. We ain't new to this shit. We true to this. Because y'all been trying to wipe our asses out since our great 2 hours later, great grandparents been doing this shit. All right. So anyways, then there's the policy sides. A wrongful deportation case forced the administration to bring someone back to the U.S. after court stepped in. Tariffs triggered backlash from other countries because it means I went to school. I think everybody went to school. We all had the same chances at free school, at least till high school. I knew a tariff was a fucking tax in middle school. How the fuck y'all didn't realize this bitch was saying he was gonna tax us? Shit. Anyways, the whole purpose, let me just stop and say that again. The whole purpose of a tariff is to get y'all to stop buying fucking foreign and to buy in country. But here's the thing, we don't have the shit in country. So we have to buy out country. Fuck y'all are stupid. Anyways, what else? Oh yeah, and people are still waiting on the Epstein files. He promised to release. Now suddenly there's hesitation. Look, I done already heard there's 3 and 4 fucking pictures of your ass and videos now with teenagers. You nasty too, you dirty bastard. Ugly fucking orangutan. Oh, and meanwhile, approval ratings are dropping. He's worse than Nixon. God dang it, you the worst president ever. And I thought Bush was the worst president. You the worst president ever. I can't believe this. I got to move. Man, let me get the money to get my family out of here. You can have my citizenship. You can have it. I'm very sure I can benefit another country. Anyways, and frustrations are growing over everyday issues like grocery prices and the cost of living. You can push hard at the top, but if things start unraveling at the same time, that pressure is going to build. His people are fucking idiots. That's all I can say. They are all idiots. They look like creatures from fucking Zootopia. fucking Stephen Miller looked like a whole earthworm. And right now, it's not just one issue. Cash Patel looked like a cock-eyed lemur. Anyways, it's not just one issue. It's everything hitting at once. Whoo, an ugly ass lemur at that. When leadership starts losing support from multiple directions, public, legal, and political, man, even the poorly educated know you stupid. It shifts what's possible moving forward. I gotta change my damn name to get us the fuck out of here because this is stupid. But that's it for the good news so far. We're gonna move on into business so we can understand we need to make moves. I really honestly think we need to start getting together. Literally, we need to stop arguing with each other in this country. Right now, we are not ready for Pan-Africanism, okay? We are apparently fighting with all the tethers. And let me just say before you get in my face, I am half tether. I am half tether. I am half FBA. Don't fuck with me, okay? I go on both sides, either way. We need to just focus on the black folks in the US. We need to congregate. We need to put our monies together, especially the rich motherfuckers that support us. And we need to either buy a fucking island and move there, or we need to buy some land and make sure we have jurisdiction and a restraining order from this fucking government. That's all I'm saying. That's all the fuck I'm saying. But anyways, let's move on. I'm gonna end up having to do another unhinged TED talk eventually. I really am, because I got a lot of shit boiling up. And like I said, I crashed out earlier this week. It was a bad crash out too, because I mean, I had to talk to people. People had to talk my ass down. But that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna bring that. Like my sister said, we're not gonna bring that negativity into this. So let me go find my business one, and we're gonna look at what's happening in the business. Real talk, I've been drinking some soju mixed with some Dr. Pepper cream soda. It just sounds, I don't taste the Dr. Pepper, or it just tastes like cream soda. It really do. It's nothing surprising. I'm just saying. Anyways, power, property is power. I have been telling y'all property is power for quite a bit. So let's talk about how thinking differently leads to owning differently. So let's talk about something real. Money, stability, and building something that actually exists. We got bigger things they're fighting with and showing each other right now. Exactly. I'm serious, because all I keep seeing on YouTube is Caribbean say this about FBA. FBA is fighting back. Africans say this about blacks in America. And I'm just sick of it, okay? Look, we gonna go ahead and ignore y'all. No problem, cousin. We gonna ignore y'all talking shit, okay? And we're gonna focus inside, in home. And once we get this in-house shit done, we're gonna whoop your ass for talking that bullshit, okay? How about that? Because for real, you got to live in this country just a little bit without fucking help from our country, okay? So just come out here with nothing and see how it works for you, okay? See how it works. Because y'all motherfuckers be coming out here for grants and scholarships and all this kind of fucking support. But we are very under supported, under resourced, okay? So let's talk about this, because home ownership is still the key to black wealth. A piece from the Atlanta Daily World is pushing a message that keeps coming up over and over again. Home ownership. I hope to have it by my next birthday, not just as a goal, but a foundation. Owning property builds equity. Equity turns into options, funding education, supporting family, creating something to pass down. If you have family members, if you have a family member that has fucking ownership of property, please do not sell that shit. Give it to someone in the fucking family. I know someone could use it. Do not sell. If you got fucking land, again, and you are melanated, do not sell your fucking land. Anyways, this is not just a goal, but it's about foundation. Owning property builds equity. And I said that. Right now, the gap is still wide. White families hold about $171,000 in median wealth. Black families, about $17,000. That is so fucking sad. A lot of that difference comes down to assets, what people own, not just income. Home ownership rates now show the same pattern. Fewer black families, give me a second here. Fewer black families own homes, and many get into the market later, which limits how much wealth they can grow over time. Credit access, savings, and timing all play a role. I'm again in a fucking credit fix program. I need to check if I'm done. Cause shit, I've been at it 2 years. This shit is almost 3 years. Yeah, I think maybe I got half a year left. Anyways, money is coming in is money coming in is one thing. What you keep, what you build, and what you pass on, that's where the real shift happens. And property, still one of the biggest tools for that. So, closing the wealth gap isn't just about earning money, it's about owning homes. And for real, I mean, if we could just get some rich motherfuckers like Tyler Perry to actually buy some property, a whole fucking area, shit. Some of these damn states are very underpopulated because they in crazy ass places, but maybe we can utilize that shit. Buy the fucking land, then sell it to your people. I'm not telling you to buy it and then just give it to us. Sell it to us so we can own that shit. All right, but anyways, we're gonna move on. Still in his business talk, because this lady is making moves too. Everything you need to know about Kwanzaa Jones, the first black woman to own a major league baseball team. I think that is one hell of a business move, me personally. Now, this is what leveling up looks like. While folks arguing online, black women are making billion-dollar moves. Kwanzaa Jones, she does not, as you can see, she does not have the holiday spelling, is stepping into history as part of the ownership group set to take control of the San Diego Padres. If everything gets approved, she becomes the first black woman majority owner in Major League Baseball. And this isn't a small deal. The sale is valued around 3.9 billion with a B, billion, like boy, billion. We're talking ownership, not just endorsements, not just sitting courtside, actual control. Ownership means influence over hiring, community, investment, business decisions, everything behind the scenes that shapes how a team operates long term. She made that move. God dang it. Where the hell did I go? Let me see here now. Okay, there we go. Moving on, but this is bigger than sports, okay? Because once you own something at that level, you're asking for a seat. You're not asking for a seat anymore. You're already at the table. Shit, you're building a new table, okay? Representation at the ownership level changes how money moves, how opportunities open, and who gets included moving forward. Because apparently, these motherfuckers don't really care a fuck about any of us. Any of us, okay? Moving on. Let me bring this down. Let's see what the next story is. I'm just letting y'all know. All right, so this one is a Mother's Day kind of thing, but it's also a mental health one. I told you this is a health heavy night. Okay, so if you're not interested in black health, I suggest you go because I'm sprinkling it all over the place. And this one includes mama. So if you ever had a mama figure, check this out. Okay. All right, where's that? All right, so Mother's Day, the weight mothers are carrying, and some mamas carry more than what you see on television or how they like to display. Now, this one is one that doesn't get talked about enough, but affects whole families. An article from the Atlanta Daily World is putting a spotlight on mental health crisis many mothers are facing, especially black and brown women. Sleepless nights, constant stress, choosing between bills, rent, or childcare, groceries, or gas. A lot of mothers are working multiple jobs with little support and limited access to care. And this jackass in the office talking about the government can't pay for daycare. Yes, we can. You just too busy trying to steal it, bitch. Anyways, the numbers are serious. 1 in 5 mothers experience mental health issues during pregnancy or after. Shit, I'm experiencing one now. Before. Many go untreated. Self-deletion is one of the leading causes of deaths from new mothers, and restricted access to reproductive care is in the mix, and pressure builds even more. People celebrate strength, but don't always support what strength costs. Holding everything together without a safety net, that wears on anybody. When mothers struggle, families feel it, and without real support systems, the cycle continues. Cause for real, my mom didn't really have a big support system, and now I'm dealing with it with mental illness and shit from the stress she was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? That shit gets passed down. It's generational, and it's not good. Some people like to flex. I got generational, but this is not. This is generational trauma. But anyways, moving on with the culture move. All right, so Jessica Judy Harris Dupart wants to simplify styling your curls and coils. So this is for the natural girlies or the girlies that just want some curls and can't have them. Check this one out. I ain't cutting my hair again. Right now it's still in twists. So let's lighten it up a little, but still keep it real. Because if you know, you know. Wash day is a whole situation. Man, I be trying to push it, but I got to wash my hair. My hair got to be clean. Jessica Judy Harris Dupart, she got too many damn names, founder of Kaleidoscope, is dropping a new hair care line called Curl Math. I might look into that. And the focus, making textured hair styling easier. She's been in the game for years, and after going through her own hair journey, including damage that led to a big chop, I did that shit, never do it in the winter. She started building products based on real experience. The Curl Math line has 8 products designed to tackle things like shrinkage, I have that, frizz, I have that, definition, need that, moisture, disconnected, and it's reconnecting now. Am I reconnected now? I don't know what happened. Anyways, everything is made to mix and match depending on your hair type and style. From what I understand, I'm a 3C and a 4A mixed together, crossbreed. Anyways, prices sit around $15 to $16. It depends on how much I'm getting and what it is. And the formulas are sulfate free and designed specifically for curly, coily, and wavy textures. I think I got all 3 of those at once. Anybody with textured hair already knows wash day is never just a wash and go. I wish it was. I got a fucking regimen to do. Oh, good. I'm so glad because that shit said it had this little yellow sign drop down and it said you were disconnected, but we're reconnecting. But anyways, so anything that actually makes the process easier, people are going to pay attention. I promise you, I'm paying attention. Products made with real understanding of textured hair needs hit different, and the demand for that keeps growing. From what I understand, no, girl, it was not your phone. That thing disconnected my ass. From what I'm understanding, let's see here now. It's gonna be sold at CVS. I got one near my house, Walgreens, Target, and all those little small stores and stuff, Sally's. So go look for it. I'm gonna go look for it. I love supporting black owned stuff, but sometimes that should be getting too damn expensive, and I ain't got the money. So before we continue, I'm gonna bring this down. We are now into celebrity, so you already know we are winding down. This night is about to end. We got 7 more stories and we are done. And you know I know how to go through these bitches. So, as always, if you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, share, help me build this community because eventually we're going to have a board and we're going to be talking on a panel or something. Check out my commercial. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and shout out this company. It is a black-owned company located in the New York area. It's black-owned, woman-owned. If you like your lips popping, if you like CBD, and maybe you want to mix it up, check this company out. I'll be right back. Joker, let me know if you can hear anything, because I think I found out why my stuff ain't sounding out. Okay, so you heard the commercial? That's all I want to know, because I just looked at it and I noticed that it had a little like X on it, and I wanted to make sure that you could hear it. Woo! Did you hear the commercial? That's what I really want to know. If you heard that, then I fixed the problem, and now my sound effects will be able to be heard. But if not, then I'm still fucked up, because I'm sitting up here like thinking my sound effects are working, and they just might not be. I'm just saying. Hold on, I need to get a new filter for my pipe. We gonna talk about Stefan Diggs in a moment. Because apparently he went to court for several fucking things, but this is an update on at least one of them. Give me a second. All right, there it is. All right, so Stefan Diggs assault trial, former NFL star found not guilty of assault. So dude has been found innocent. Good for him, good for his family. You didn't hear the commercial still? Not at all? Oh fuck. I guess I still gotta keep my microphone on then. All right. Because I thought finally I had fixed it so people could hear. I'll just keep my microphone on so y'all can hear stuff at least properly. Hold on, my damn shit is moved. All right, there we go. Better. Okay, so let's talk about this dude here. All right, so let's get into this one, because this case had people watching closely. Stefan Diggs has been found not guilty on all charges in a Massachusetts courtroom. He was facing accusations from his live-in chef, Jamila Adams, who claimed the argument. Okay, all right, cool. Who claimed an argument turned physical, alleging slapping and choking back in December. During the trial, Adams described a complicated relationship with Diggs, saying things escalated during a disagreement. But once cross examination started, things got messy. Defense attorneys pointed to inconsistencies, video showing her interacting normally afterwards, messages that raised questions, and a delay in reporting the incident. That sounds side eye behavior. I'm just saying. Defense attorneys, let's see here now. They also suggested financial motives, referencing a multi-million-dollar demand. Witnesses from Diggs circled testified they didn't see injuries or hear claims of assault at the time. And you know, people, if they can get some money, they gonna dine your ass out. After reviewing everything, the jury cleared him on both the felony and misdemeanor charges. What about the cars? I remember reporting someone said he stole some cars. I ain't heard shit about that. Anyways, serious cases like this are always heavy. Serious allegations, strong emotions, and a lot happening behind the scenes that the public doesn't fully see. Legal outcomes don't erase how complicated situations like this can be, but they do shape how careers and reputations move forward. If you ask me, he's probably one of the bad boys of this generation. Not mine, but his, definitely. Moving on. And as always, I have issues with flapjack titties. This girl is young, but still, your titties are so heavy that they are doing the flapjack thing. They need to be bouncy and shit. Get some tape, god dang it. Like I said, I'm all for that, because I got flapjack titties, damn it. And if I ever wore a shirt that was sheer, I try to figure out a way to get them, because I think it looks better when they're standing straight and not when you're sitting up there seeing them look almost flat. I don't like that. Maybe it's just me. Anyways, why Megan the Stallion's family history is so heartbreaking. But I still side eye her about the Tory Lanez thing, because it was a fucked up thing for her to do that shit to her friend. Okay, that's where I stand with that shit. I'm never gonna forget that shit, because that's how I feel about women, women relationships. That's why most of my friends are male, and the women that I do connect with are very different from what you would consider girly girly. But anyways, let's talk about it. So people see the confidence, the hits, the energy, but behind all of that, there's a story most don't fully know. Megan the Stallion has been opening up about the losses she's experienced in her life, and it's a lot. Her father spent her early childhood incarcerated, then came home and became one of her influences, only for her to lose him at 15. That is very sad. Her mother, who was also her manager and a major force behind her career, passed away in 2019 from a brain tumor. And just 2 weeks later, she lost her great grandmother. By 25, both parents were gone. Through all of this, Megan kept building her career, balancing grief, pressure, and public life at the same time. Seriously, we lose people left and right. I lost a lot of people, and even though they're not blood related, I'm telling you, it hurt the same. So I can't really say nothing because I even have a sis that both of her parents were not there at all. And then she was like moved from place to place to place. Okay. So we all have that grief. So that's one thing. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but we all have that situation, especially the older ones. Her mom played a huge role in shaping her work ethic and even setting boundaries on when she could step into the music professionally. I just hope you never do a Kanye because when Kanye lost his mom, we see what we got now. People love to celebrate the wins, but they don't always see what it took to get there. Look, I'm proud for the girl. She lost her parents and all that, and she still graduated. So she has an education. She's getting into animation for some reason. I'm still waiting to see it. She's got all these other ventures. So yeah, I'm proud of her. She did it. But honestly, her story isn't as sad as a lot of people's. Cause she could have been like on the streets and shit growing up her whole life, nobody there for her at all. She could have had nobody leading her at least a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So believe me, we've lost our own shares of people. I lost my grandmother that was like my mama when I was 22. That caused me to really almost try to take myself out. That's how deep it was. Okay. So I feel for her, but I'm not gonna sit up there and cry. I'm not, because we all have experienced this shit. Moving on, that's it for the I believe that's it for but understanding her the person behind. I am too. She's trying to find healthy outlets for herself. Proud of her. I am definitely proud of her. She's been through some shit, but so have we. Oh Lord, let me bring that down. I'm just saying because I've been in all different kinds of communities. I've been in communities where everybody was rock bottom. Some of us were up. None of us was up. All of us were rock bottom. We lost our homies and shit that were damn near like our family. So that's one reason why I'm not boo hoo hooing. And, she did what she had to do. And unfortunately, a lot of kids are doing that. So her story isn't as unique as they're trying to make it sound. That's what I was trying to say. But, anyways, still proud of her. All right, it's time to look at health. This is a very heavy health one. So, like I said, this is let me see what story this is because we ain't got that many left. Real talk. This is 33. This is story 33. We got 5 stories left. Like I said, I'm going to get you through it. We're going to be done in a minute. So let's talk about this. Therapists approve mental health tips for Black people who need to keep going. Like me, I need to keep going. Anyway, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about something for real for a second because this one hits a lot closer than people want to admit. Not admit, but want to admit. A new Gallup report shows depression among Black Americans has gone up nearly 7% over the past several years. And a lot of people are still getting up, going to work, taking care of others, all while feeling numb or overwhelmed inside. I'm a little of both. Therapists say there's a push through mindset. Handle responsibilities first, deal with emotions later. Yes, that's definitely me. Some strategies being recommended: start small. Basic daily wins matter. I'm trying that. Move your body, even a short walk. I got to get on my little squat machine today. Write things out instead of holding it in. I've been talking to my support group. Set boundaries so everything doesn't pile up. I'm doing that real quick. That dude's still old. He got away with 20 damn dollars. I'll never do that again. Anyways, and reach out instead of isolating. See, I'm very good for isolating because I feel like, I'm a burden on everybody and I got to handle this. Nobody has time to deal with my shit and their shit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've always had it in my head. But, anyways, looking fine doesn't always mean feeling fine. A lot of people are functioning not necessarily okay. Mental health conversations are shifting, but access, support, and understanding still have a long way to go. Ain't that the damn truth? Moving on. We're still on the mental health tip. Isn't this like mental health month or something? I don't know. Mental health issues are now the top cause of maternal health deaths. And you know what I'm trying to do. So I'm feeling like maybe that's another thing I need to pay attention to. So this one is serious because it's affecting lives in real time. Black women in the U.S. continue to face significantly higher risks during pregnancy and postpartum. Recent data shows mental health issues are now one of the leading causes of maternal. Yeah, they are. My doctor says it a lot too, and I've been working on it. Them little bits a day really, it makes me feel foolish, but it's true. At least I got to do that. At least I woke up. At least I got up. At least I brushed my teeth. At least I put some clothes on. At least I took a shower. At least I ate something. Because I promise you, my crash out was after 3 days of not eating real food. And I mean, even the food I was eating wasn't in enough to, yeah. Anyways, recent data shows mental health issues are now one of the leading causes of maternal deaths. Self-deletion alone accounts for 1 in 5 pregnancy-related deaths, and for Black women, those risks are even higher. Combined with barriers to care, discrimination, and limited access to consistent treatment. Doctors are also pointing out how mental health affects the body. Stress, I got that. Anxiety, I got that. Depression, I got that. Can increase risk of complication like preterm birth and high blood pressure. I got high cholesterol. Access to care isn't equal either, especially in rural areas where resources are limited. This isn't just healthcare. It's how people are treated within the system. Because when someone keeps getting dismissed or overlooked, the consequences build over time. Improving outcomes mean addressing both medical care and the conditions surrounding it. Access, trust, and support. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're sitting up there. Now, here comes a story that a lot of people, if you have younger children, I know a few people, and I really want to pass that one out. You might want to question this. And again, it's affecting Black folks. Of course it is. It's always Black folks. Is this going to work? I guess not. I'm hitting the button. It's just not doing it. Let me see. It's just not going to work. We're going to move on. All right. So, experts, here's what's driving the fast track to puberty for Black girls. Puberty is really, it is, because I think my mother was 15. I was 13. And I think one of my friends, her kid, she thinks 12. I knew a girl at 8. Anyways, this one had me like, okay, what's really going on here? Researchers are seeing a shift. Girls are starting puberty earlier than before, especially when it comes to physical development. A study led by Dr. Lauren Houghton found that stress and higher body weight together can speed up hormonal changes. That would explain why my 6-year-old cousin took my fucking training bra. That would explain it. I was 11. Instead of just estrogen playing a role, stress hormones and androgens also influence how early development starts. I had a fucking doctor give me some birth control pills with androgen. It did not help anything at all. In some cases, this can move things forward by several months. Unbelievable. And here's where it gets deeper. Black girls are more likely to experience these shifts earlier, which can mean a longer period of development before they're emotionally ready. Oh God, that's just gonna go ahead and that's just gonna kill them damn stereotypes even worse. There are also long-term health concerns. Earlier development has been linked to higher risks for things like breast cancer later in life. This isn't just about growing up faster either. It's about how environment, stress, and health all connect. And a lot of that starts way earlier than people think. Understanding these patterns helps parents and communities respond earlier and advocate for proper care when something feels off. Thank God, because if these kids are going cuckoo. They dealing with way more than we had to, and they are losing it way faster than we did. Moving on real quick, we're almost done. If you ever had this, you might want to listen. Understanding induction and maintenance care in ulcerative colitis. I've heard this shit on television. I don't know why I can't say the damn word, but let's break something down real quick because a lot of people are dealing with this and don't always know what's happening to their bodies. Ulcerative colitis, also called UC, which you had told me that earlier, is one of those conditions where symptoms can come and go, and managing it takes time. Treatment usually happens in phases. First phase is called induction. That's where doctors focus on calming inflammations and getting symptoms under control. Think of it as stabilizing things so the body can respond. Then comes maintenance. Maintenance is the long term game, keeping symptoms from flaring up, tracking how you're feeling day to day, and making sure treatment keeps working over time. In clinical studies like the Emerald 3, they actually watch people respond during both phases, checking things like bowel patterns, inflammation levels, and overall quality of life. Because seriously, if you got something going on in your intestines, it's not always gas, and it is going to mess with your life. I mean, you can't really drive when you're in pain. You know what I'm saying? That's a car accident. Um, if someone improves early, they move into long-term care. If not, doctors adjust and keep monitoring. Chronic conditions aren't one and done fixes. It's a process, adjusting, learning your body, and finding what actually works for you. Understanding how treatment works gives people more control and helps them make better decisions about their health. Okay, so just letting you know. And now this last one on the health tip is basically something I'm paying attention to because I have someone close to me that suffers from it. So if you have this condition, you might want to pay attention as well. Strengthen your knowledge about asthma in the Black community. My mother is in rehab right now with it. She has it really bad. We talked about asthma earlier, but this right here goes deeper because the numbers are not where they should be. Black adults are more than twice as likely to die from asthma compared to the general population. For children, almost 4 times more likely. Emergency room visits are higher. Hospitalizations are higher. And access to consistent care is still uneven. A lot of it comes down to environment, living near highways, industrial areas, places where air quality isn't great. Then you got barriers to care, cost, access, and even trust in the system. Because I'm starting to think they trying to mess me up with the whole reproductive situation. Some warning signs people overlook: using an inhaler multiple times a week, waking up coughing at night, getting winded doing normal activities. Exactly, because Mother's Day is next week, is this coming up Sunday. So I hope y'all are ready for it. All the women who are mothers, all the women who know mothers, all the women who have mothers. Man, I hope you're ready. That's all I'm saying. Let these people know they are appreciated, just like Tupac said. So then let's see here now. Some bit warning signs people overlook: using an inhaler multiple times a week, waking up coughing at night, getting winded during normal activities. Those aren't small things. That's your body saying something's off. Managing asthma means knowing triggers, having a plan, and staying connected to care. Breathing shouldn't be a struggle based on where you live, and yet for a lot of people it still is. Why it matters? Better awareness, better access, and earlier care can literally save lives. I'm telling you, because it scares the hell out of me when people tell me that one of my homeboys died from a multiple asthma attack, and those jerks in Louisiana told him to sit down or they weren't going to help him, and he died right there in the emergency room. No, in the waiting room. No one freaking helped him. He was just sitting there dead. And I cried about that shit because the homeboy was like, we went to high school together. All of us went to like the club together in a group. Nobody was alone. So nobody got caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? And then just to lose him to people not noticing he is in dire health. The whole point of you know, what you call it, the whole point of an emergency room is it's an emergency. This is high priority. Everybody in this room needs high priority. So we don't need your nurse talking about you need to sit down or we're not going to help you, bitch. Anyways, let's move on. I'm gonna go do my commercial one last time. If you like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing and you have some suggestions and you know how to talk to people, please hit me up in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, share so I can finally get a panel up here. And check this out. We'll be back with the palate cleanser, and then we are all going to go fuck off somewhere. I'm gonna go find something to eat, probably, as my sister said, rabbit food, a salad. I'll be right back. Damn it. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. All right, we're here at the last story, and we're going to wrap it up with animals doing stuff you know they ain't supposed to be doing. Look at this mess. Bear attempted bakery break-in and caught on camera in Tennessee. Come on now. You in Tennessee just basically robbing bakers. I know what it is. You got forces. You got bear forces in the forest. You trying to get them food. Is that it? I told you that orangutan, he's got the bears now looking for sustenance. What is this? All right. We ending this show on something lighter because what is going on in the world lately? We ain't got time for the shit. In Gatlinburg, oh Lord, what a city. Give me a second. I need to drink something real quick. Let me get a swig of something real quick. Oh shit, I almost got a swig of vinegar. That's the last thing you want to do is swig some damn vinegar. There it is. In Gatlin, a bear really tried to break into a bakery. Not joking. Security cameras caught it pawing at the door of a cinnamon roll shop like it had a craving and a plan. Didn't get it. It didn't get in, but the effort, 10 out of 10. The bakery posted the video and basically told the bear to get some manners. Now the rest of the headlines, just as random, because I mean, what else is going on? A lottery mix-up doubled someone's winnings. Another person accidentally bought the wrong ticket and hit the jackpot. Bees were found living in the damn sewer in Philly. A Florida woman, of course it's Florida, thought someone broke in. Turned out it was two alligators fighting. See? Alligators fighting. That's a damn shame. A moose got rescued after being stuck in ice. How the fuck did he get in the ice? And somebody out here got a world record for collecting thousands of bear bricks. What the hell is a bear brick, please? Oh, and Google Maps had folks driving the wrong way down a one-way street for days. Oh my God. This world, between AI, politics, and now bears trying to get pastries. He's trying to get sustenance for his damn troops in the woods. I'm telling you, there's an orangutan in the White House. That's what that is. That is not a white man. That is a orangutan, an orange orangutan who has no hair. He's naked. And they put him some clothes, and now he is getting the animal kingdom to fuck us up. And that's one of the generals getting his damn troops some food. That's why he was there. But anyways, I don't even know what category life is anymore. Honestly, I think it's in a reality show, and I did not consent to be recorded. Sometimes you just gotta laugh because the news will stress you out if you don't. Man, I had an appointment with my psychiatrist. Yes, the psychiatrist. That's the one that gives you the medicine. And she was late because someone had a fucking panic attack because of this fucking administration. That's fucked up. This motherfucker is fucking us up. Can we sue him for that? I really want to know. Can we just all get a class act lawsuit against this administration for mental anguish, emotional distress? because I feel like we really could have something there because I feel very distressed. That was Yogi looking for a picnic basket. Well, Yogi didn't get it, damn it. I think Yogi had troops. I think it's General Yogi, real talk. I'm just saying. It sounds like it's given. I'm not saying that no more because apparently everybody then took that. He's giving off the I'm a general in this army. We keep fighting with that dumbass administration and looking all over the place, and we're gonna get jumped by these animals. Ain't shit we can do. I told you. Watch the patterns. Just watch the damn patterns. But anyways, that's it for tonight. As I always say, it's always a long night when you're going through 4 days. Hopefully, if we get this asshole out of the fucking office, maybe I can go back to an hour on each one. But anyways, that's it for tonight. I love y'all so much. So sorry for the distracting chest. I don't know what else to do. That's the program. But I love y'all so much. As it gets hotter, I'm going to switch back into my swimsuit. So get ready for that. I done seen some already, downloaded some lovely outfits for her. I only have about 2 swimsuits right now. Me. I called Therapy Hotline when he won. Damn. I would have too. Oh, yeah. I didn't call. I just went to sleep. I just fucking went to sleep. I went to sleep. I was so disgusted. And I realized we are in a country of idiots. That's what I did. That's what fucked me up. I had been thinking too highly of the American people. I didn't know we were hicks. So you see how I feel. And ever since I realized that, my hair has skipped the gray point. It is just going white. So there you go. I'm not even going to have the chance to be silver. I'm just going to be a white fox. Whew. But anyways, that's it for tonight. I want to thank y'all so much and tell y'all thank you for coming. Thank you for checking out the replays. Thank you for hitting the like buttons. Thank you if you subscribe, because I promise you, once I get enough people in these damn lives, we going to do a damn panel. I'm going to bring people up. We going to talk. And if you do follow me, I will definitely follow you back. Thank you. Good night. And take care of yourselves. I will see you Sunday. If I don't finish my work and if I can finish my homework in time, I might send another FBA Exodus out because I got another city right out. I got the pictures. All I need to do is put it together with the damn script. But that's it. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all later. Good night. Where the hell is my outro? There it is. I can't say. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't home with my soul. On the road.